Uh, Hi everyone, my name is Noura, and today I will be sharing the exciting pathway to thrive in a high-tech manufacturing. In this presentation, I will be providing overview of high-tech manufacturing careers and also the importance of diversity for women. We will also explore the career pathway to get into this growing field and break the common misconceptions. And then we will also highlight support systems that are there for the early career starters and share some real stories. There are many opportunities for women in manufacturing and high-tech manufacturing career, ranging between general, technical, and leadership jobs. We have over 200 women in engineering working in different roles from technical and leadership. There are different pathways to get into manufacturing, as has been highlighted by other presenter. Apprenticeships, where it's basically for school leaver who actually unsure what they want to study or they just want to earn while they're learning. There's the typical way of going through university, which is basically you know what you want to study in university, you know your grades, and you want to proceed a career in manufacturing. There is the typical way of going through a graduate scheme, which is a structure, usually a 2 years scheme, where you try different departments within the company. And if you want to have a taster of what is it like working in manufacturing, summer and industrial placement will be the way for you. In Ranashu in September 2024, we have welcomed a total of 220 new starters, of which hundreds they were graduates and 63 they were apprentices. In January 2024, we had 27 total apprentices completing their program successfully. Now that we have talked about the different opportunities for women and the different pathway to get into manufacturing or high-tech manufacturing, let's break some of the common misconceptions. Sorry, I'm so nervous. So to start with, you need a high grade in maths and English. This is obviously not the case all the time. Obviously, technical skills is a plus. If you have a grade in physics, maths, or biology, that's great. Majority of the time, these technical skills, you will learn them while you're working in manufacturing. What we're looking at now currently in a high-tech manufacturing is more of problem solver and more creative skills. You need a university degree to work in a manufacturing. As I said, it's not always the case. We're moving into more different pathways. As has been highlighted previously, you could work through getting your qualification while you're working, and also learning in not very standard way. Manufacturing jobs are low-tech, are very repetitive, are boring jobs. They're very dirty. It's not always the case. High-tech manufacturing is very clean, involves cutting-edge technology. You will work in an environment with advanced technology. Automation is celebrated. We also use digital tools that are advanced. And finally, manufacturing is mainly for men. You don't see women in engineering, which is also not true. More women are making a remarkable and a steady influx into high-tech manufacturing. A lot of companies, they are offering a supporting system for women to work in manufacturing. Now that we have gone through the opportunities, the different pathways, and also the common misconception, let's see what's there to support the early career starters to work in a manufacturing. In Ranashu, for example, we have what we call a mentorship program. It's basically where you get assigned a mentor throughout your career. It will provide more of advice into your career progression, your personal development, and just in general your challenges you face on your daily basis. We have what we call also coaching, which is that I benefit from the most. Basically, a more senior employee that worked in the company for a while. They have a tailored advice for you to work in toward your end goal while working in high-tech manufacturing. We also have a networking and professional communities. For example, to mention Women in Engineering, Early Career Network, and Diversity and Inclusion programs that are specifically for women in engineering and making sure we have this diversity going. and break the gap. Given that all this support system in place, the skills you will develop through working in a high-tech manufacturing will range between soft skills like problem-solving, communication, and also your teamwork skills. You will also develop specific technical skills, for example, learning all the software, the automation, programs, and, for example, CAD, or just writing a certain software code. And you will also learn industry-specific skills. I personally benefit from that. I learned about lean manufacturing. I also developed my health and safety skills, which is very crucial to work in a manufacturing. Now that we have gone through all the skills you will earn throughout working in a high-tech manufacturing career, I will share some of the success stories that hopefully will inspire you and get you inspired to work in a high-tech manufacturing. This is Rugaya. She finished her sixth form in science subject. She didn't want to learn through the typical way of sitting in a classroom and just getting lesson and assignment after assignment. And that's why she decided she wanted to enter the Renault engineering technician apprenticeship. She's currently in her second year, and she has 2 more years to go. Given the support she's been giving and her high skills, she received 6 awards by college related to modules and projects she finished while she worked in Renault. This is Sadie. Sadie studied physics in university. She didn't have any engineering background when she started working in Renault. That was challenging to start with. She worked in different roles throughout 10 years. That shaped her leadership skills and also her technical skills. And now she's assembly engineering manager, very inspiring and very role model to many women that work in Renault. And this is me. I'll maybe explain why I'm very nervous. 8 years ago, I wasn't speaking English. It was very difficult for me to even answer simple yes and no questions. And I've been told, understandably, at the time I've done my GCSEs, and I felt biology, physics, all the science subjects, except maths, because it was just adding numbers with no language. And I've been told basically engineering is not something I should pursue. Luckily, I didn't listen. I went to an English teacher that showed me another exam board, and basically I continued and I studied through higher education, finished my chemical engineering degree, and I got first class honor. And I'm currently working as a process improvement engineer in Renault, solving a complex problem and also working on a really high-tech project. And to conclude, and just touch on many important points, there are multiple pathways to get into high-tech manufacturing career, especially for women. Let's break the misconception that you actually need a degree or you need to have a high grades in maths and English. There's many support systems available for you. You just need to seek. If there's anything I'm going to advise the students, please explore your options. Don't settle for one answer. If I settled for the first advice I've got, I would never achieve chemical engineering degree. And for parents and advisors, I want to encourage you young students to seek for more and explore more. And hopefully they find something that will work for them. Thank you.